I think over years you were defined as Hindi music, Tamil music. But when people go for for an English concert, they don't sing Hindi songs. They stick to the music. So I feel like music is music.
But the concert culture in India has recently seen a boom.
Because I think the world is going through a phase where India, in a way, is the youngest audience. Before there used to be penny-wise, pound-foolish, or like now you come in for an experience, you feel like life, every breath is precious.
Some people always say that, it's so difficult to book tickets.
That will happen, I think. People who want to come will come. People who've gone to Kumbh, you know what you're getting at and you want that experience. They're volunteer to do that stuff.
Studying the entire concept, what it can do to the sound in general. You tell me, how we should see it?
It's like saying you don't need anybody to construct a building. Same way, I'm not going to put a sitar in AI, and when I have a great player like Anushka Shankar or Asad Khan, I might as well use the real thing rather than something which has stolen all the Frankenstein leftovers of human. There are always like good minds and bad minds. Good minds think of how do you make it as a empowerment, bad minds think of how can you make cheap stuff in it or vulgar stuff in it.
So Khwinder sir told me, do you think AI can sing me? No.
I think Khwaja Mere Khwaja. Actually, I made it for myself. I made it for myself, then Ashutosh came and said, I need a song, I need 2 lines on Khwaja Saab because Akbar goes to Ajmer. I said, what? How did you know that I make it? Like, what song did you make?
What is AR Rahman's legacy? Hi guys, this is Ankita Bhalla. You're tuned to Bollywood Bubble, and I don't think a genius needs an introduction because when you have AR Rahman, I think the befitting question should be starting. How do you define your mammoth of success? Everyone calls you a genius for a reason, I guess.
Thank you.
But how do you react to the compliments which come your way day in and day out? With so many names, maestro, genius, wizard, whoever I talk to in the music fraternity have a name for you.
Oh, wow. Okay. As usual, in Tamil, I say, Allah Pugalam Ironica. What I said in the Oscars, it means all perfect praises belong to God alone. And I'm grateful to all the love I get from people. That drives me. You need to get something to drive you.
Yes, for that.
Because, yeah.
So can I say spirituality is your driving factor somewhere?
Spirituality is like, it becomes love. And love is also spiritual.
Love is spiritual. But as the music also thrives in the spiritual zone, I think what all I've heard from so many people who have worked with you in some capacity, they say that sir enjoys his peace, his night hours. And I've heard stories, if I could start regaling them, from Alka Yagnik to everyone who I've spoken to. They have some fun stories to give me. What's with the AR Rahman, the night owl genius mode which switches on?
I don't know, I think it became a habit. When I was working in the studios in 82 to 92, I used to play for other composers from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then I used to get jingle opportunities to compose. I would drive down to a studio from 10 p.m. to morning 4 a.m. I used to work my own things. I'll take a power nap, and so it became like my creative juices would be in the night and I'd play for others. So maybe my body got tuned to that one, and I don't know why. I feel like nobody disturbs you in the night, and there's a zone which is uninterpreted. Yeah.
I agree. I think it's just, people say, of course, I'm not disagreeing, morning is also me time, but night is just pin drop silence. You can hear the silence also somewhere.
Yes, but when I go abroad, I think I reverse the whole thing. When I'm in LA, I wake up morning 5 o'clock, I sleep at 11.
Oh.
Because nothing works in the night there. Nothing is open, no food, everything goes to sleep. And nobody disturbs you. Like, people don't line up like without
prior
appointments.
Per se. So can I ask you a fun question in between? What's your magic potion, like to stay up at the night? You're the coffee person, you're the tea person. What's with Rahman?
I sleep in the day. So so you store up the energy. And
so no other caffeine addictions per se we are having here?
No. I don't drink in the morning. Like, no coffees in the morning because I won't be able to sleep.
So just because you also sing, you compose, there is too much you do, there are also some habits you stick by, like you might not eat a particular thing, you might stick to a particular flavor for the voice and everything.
I think we need sleep. If I don't sleep, if I go for a concert tour and if I fail to sleep for more than 6-7 hours, your voice cracks.
Oh.
So when you go above a D sharp or F sharp, it cracks. And it's dangerous to be constant. Because if most of my songs are high, they go to B flat or A. It's very difficult.
Speaking of the concert, when we have the Wonderman tour with us, I think, like any other person, we are equally excited to see you perform probably how many songs? I think almost all of your songs, be it in any language, be it in any course, we all are aware of. What's the idea to bring this tour at this point?
I think over years, you're defined as, Hindi music, Tamil music. But when people go for for an English concert, they don't sing Hindi songs. They stick to the music. So I feel like music is music. Some songs sound good in Hindi, some songs sound good in Tamil. And if you can bridge this gap of people accepting music as music, and if you can cross over to an audience which is not just Indian, and I think it's important at this stage where people are willing to invest their time to listen to Indian music, Indian artists. And it happened during J-Ho and Oscar and everything. But I was more in the chill out movie that I didn't use all the opportunities. I was like, I've done enough for let me also chill out. I worked all my life. So I was mostly in LA. I was doing Hollywood movies, and I didn't use some of the opportunities which could have pushed the boundaries more. But it's good that you don't have to do all the stuff, and there are other people, your own countrymen doing stuff.
You were making space for the other people, let's put it this way.
It's true. That's important.
That's important. But the concert culture in India has recently seen a boom. It's thriving in how, artists, be it from West, be it from within India, everyone is making a mark. How do you view this new age scenario with the music, with the people who are going to concerts?
Because I think the world is going through a phase where India, in a way, is the youngest audience, right? 60% of them. And you see that most of them are educated, most of them are, well paid, and there is a necessity for an experience. And before there used to be penny wise, pound foolish, or now you come in for an experience, you feel like life, every breath is precious, which is what ornament is all about. You treat every breath as a blessing, every relationship as a blessing, because you might not have that tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is. But with the concerts and all, do you also think that with all the pilotra which also it comes with, some people always say that, it's so difficult to book tickets, we are unable to score, a seating at the concert, view an artist. Too many multiple small challenges out there.
That will happen, I think. People who want to come will come. People who've gone to Kumbh, you know what you're getting at, and you want that experience. They're voluntary to do that stuff. And because they can never get that back again.
Yes.
A concert is also very similar. At that phase of your life, it never comes back again. You may not be married, and you might just got married, and then you have a child, so that you won't get the freedom to go and watch a concert. So there are many aspects of life which dictates freedom, right?
Yes, it does. You have always been someone who has experimented with music, with sound, and who's always encouraged also to try new things. When we see the advent of technologies like AI, which happens to be enhancing tool, because I've been speaking to a couple of musicians, luckily in last couple of months, they have contrasting theories to give me.
Tell me some.
Okay, so while somebody has specifically told me, treat it as a tool.
Yeah.
Sukhvinder sir told me, do you think AI can sing me? No, that needs a recheck. And he had a very fun story to tell about recording with you though. He gave me a very funny story. I was speaking to some other people in the business as well, and they were like, how about we just treat it like something to enhance it and not depend on it? Having said that, people are just saying it's AI and not studying the entire concept, what it can do to the sound in general. You tell me, how would you
see? It's like saying you don't need anybody to construct a building. It can't happen. You need a human intervention. You need, suppose a director comes in, he doesn't have the time to operate a a Sonor thing and generate stuff. That's not his job. He needs to concentrate on so many different things. He needs a person who can take care of the mix and the tune, and like a mother to take care of the music. He's not going to save any money by cutting the composer, and that's stupidity. Exactly. Right? If you think you can do, then you're deterring your work, your intensity of the work you're doing. So that, I think, the leadership and everything will never go away. Same way, I'm not going to put a sitar in AI, and when I have a great player like Anushka Shankar or Asad Khan playing stuff, And it's foolishness to have something which is already brilliant and have a mediocre version of that from a machine, right?
Yes.
I might as well use the real thing rather than something which has stolen all the Frankenstein, leftovers of human creativity and coming at us giving. It's nothing original. Some of the stuff, generative art is really nice. Like people who are not, you don't have the resources to generate something or shoot something. You can sit in a room and make a movie now. You can make a documentary now. So that is empowerment. On subjects which nobody's going to fund you. This is a cool thing. I think giving it to probably the Arabic kids to say, do a story on AI. And I'm saying like, if Shekharji came up with this idea, I said, this is a great idea. And he said, I'm going to speak to Sam Altman and see whether we can do this and empower those kids. So this is a great idea. I said, there are always like good minds and bad minds. Good minds think of how do you make it as a empowerment. Bad minds think of how can make cheap stuff in it or vulgar stuff in it.
I know you're running short on time, but may I ask you, or it may be pompous of me to ask, what is AR Rahman's legacy?
I never cared about a legacy.
Trust me, there is a world out there that does care about you.
No, but then that's not the way I think. I mean, I'm going to build a monument for myself. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm happy if I can make other people happy with my music, or I'm happy if I'm healthy, so that I'm not at a dysentery, in a hospital.
You freaked out all of us because that minor incident. You should have seen the channels, how they were operating.
But it was just to test love.
Oh.
How much do you love me? Come on.
I think you should be running just a poll. Of course. What are you saying?
No, it's a good test. So I was very moved with all that messages which came and people.
Oh yeah, there was a huge discussion.
Even when they post now, please take care of health. Please take care of health. Like all of them feel like I'm a part of their family, and I feel like I'm part of the family too. Yeah, of course.
I think music is the only universal language, and I don't think I've ever heard a song by you thinking that's Telugu, Tamil, or whichever may be the language. I like the sound and I'll hear it. It's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly. That's beautiful.
Is there an advice the younger self of you would give if you have to turn back the wheel?
No. I feel like every breath of mine is blessed, and all the relationship, all the criticism, everything is blessed. Like I feel like if you take life and like that, and everything is designed by what your intent is. Yeah.
Has there ever been a composition of yours which was so dear to you, but still you had to put it out for the world? I just want to ask that, how do musicians...
I think Khwaja Mera Khwaja. Actually, I made it for myself. Then Ashutosh came and said, I need a song, I need 2 lines on Khwaja Saab, because Akbar goes to Ajmer. I said, what? How did you know that I make it? Like, what song did he make? I made a song, but you can't change anything. So that's how he heard it. I said, please give it to me. And which is made for myself.
I think this is the best piece of nugget you could give me today, that it was supposed to be yours, but you decided to share with us, like all the other songs you always do.
Thank you.
Because nothing makes me more happy, and I wish I had more time to talk to you about music, but I have to tell you something not a question, just a compliment coming away. I was speaking to Alka Yagnik, and she's like, the first time I ever got a message that I'm supposed to work with Mr. Rahman, I just let it go thinking that, kaun hai ye? I don't know him, who is he? Till I heard the Rose album and I regretted, and how that, why don't I know who this guy is? Until date, if anyone who can actually make me sing the way you people think I sing, and the voice and everything, it goes to Rahman.
Oh. I love her voice, and in fact, even now I felt sorry. She suddenly called me and she said, I said, let's put a Spotify playlist of all Alkaji's songs. I was like, please do that. And she was feeling miserable that. I hope she comes back. I think she'll come back and sing again.
I will have an Agar Tum Saath Ho again with you and her any day. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm short on time, and I hope someday fans will also convince her that he could do longer format of interviews where you can actually sit and learn so much of music. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
And I hope once again I'll see you. I happen to see you once perform. I think this will be even more special.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Hi, this is AR Rahman, and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.